students. I'm here at home with Bella and I wanted to show you guys a couple of things today. We're in my kitchen. I'm going to be showing you something that I found here that's really important about animal slaughter. But first I want to remind you that cow's milk is for baby cows. And I also want to tell you that I went to the library, and in case you didn't know, there are usually tons of books in the library about veganism. At least in my library, I took out at least 14 of them. So everything you can possibly imagine that you need to know. These are all recipes, and there's something about Veganomicon, the ultimate vegan cookbook, all kinds of different things here. So I'm gonna look at those with you in a sec, but first I wanna show you something. This is called, oh, now you can see my reflection. Let me see if I can turn this sideways somehow, or maybe down. I don't know what the best way is to show you. Unfortunately, that's not very good. Wait, maybe if I turn up the color, will that help? The light, does that help or not? Make it worse or better? Okay, anyway, we're gonna do this anyway. Hi, you can see me. Okay, so what we're looking at here, unfortunately, is something super sad. This is called an animal slaughter counter. More than 150 billion animals are slaughtered every year. Can you imagine? So what you do is you go down here. Now, this has already been running for 18 minutes, and it shows how many animals have been slaughtered in 18 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna refresh. See? By the way, if you want to get to it, it's called thatveganteacher.com. So right away, as soon as you start, you see it's already been 7-8 seconds. And look how many animals have been slaughtered in just a short time. This is around the world. I'll just let you look at that and let that sink in. These are all innocent animals who never did anything wrong. As innocent as my Bella here. My Bella? So cute. So innocent. Bella never hurt anyone, and we wouldn't want to hurt her. Imagine slitting her neck. And that's what people do in the industry. They do that to all kinds of animals. Now, for example, pigs are just as smart as dogs. And yet people treat them so badly. Why is that? It's just because you were born into this society and you were indoctrinated that way. In fact, though, you were born vegan. You just don't remember. When you were born, you never wanted to hurt animals. When you saw them, you loved them. You wanted to pet them, or you wanted to play with them, but it never occurred to you to take a bite out of them, ever. So what we have to do is try to work towards getting you to remember that you used to be vegan. When you were born, the reason I say you were vegan is because your mother's milk was meant for you. It wasn't stolen from a cow, right? Cow's milk is for baby cows. Your mother's milk, that was meant for you. Look how many wild fish are caught. And if you saw the movie Seaspiracy, you would know that the oceans are starting to become depleted, and we absolutely need the oceans to be a working ecosystem. Look at the chickens. There's twice as many of them as there are humans around the world. Ducks, pigs, rabbits, geese, turkeys, sheep, goats, cows. Look at all these animals. I'd like to encourage you to try to eat vegan foods from now on. Now, although veganism is not really about food at all, it's about the animals and ending their exploitation. The fact of the matter is that if you know that you can eat vegan foods, you know that it's easy to find them, and you have an idea of where to start, that might help you. So let's look at a couple of the books that I have here. Now, I know this one, the cover doesn't look that exciting, and I know they have a new version of a cover. And I don't know, maybe you're like me, and it's hard not to judge a book by its cover, right? But when you first see this in the library, does this make you want to grab it? I mean, not me, because it's about eating, and there's not even any food on it, and there's no color on it, versus this. Every time my husband walks by this book, he's like, oh, that makes me so hungry, right? Look at that. Veganize it. That makes you want to open it up and check it out. And then they have all these amazing recipes in there. Look at, these are buffalo cauliflower wings with ranch dressing. So they're not actually wings. They're actually made with cauliflower. But They're fried in oil, and they have a delicious sauce here with it. This is something that you could make yourself. This popular plant-based alternative to wings is hard to resist. Even people who think they don't like cauliflower have been known to devour these tasty bites. So you preheat the oven, and in the oven you put flour, in the bowl rather, you put flour, water, garlic powder, salt, and you get the idea. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to raise this up in case you want to take a screenshot of this. So you can just take a screenshot of this because I have so many things to show you. I can't possibly show you them all in one video. But there you go. If that's something that interests you, you can go and find this book in the store, or you can just take a screenshot of that. There's so many things in here. And what I like about it is that they have a fair amount of pictures, but for me personally, I think they should have one picture for every single item. So although I think this is a good book, I would, if I was making this book, I would make the pictures half the size, but I would make the pictures for every single recipe. Because if you have a recipe and you can't picture it, I don't know about you, but I'm not as likely to make it. So this is something called pulled jackfruit barbecue sandwiches. Okay, that's made actually with a plant called jackfruit, which, believe it or not, before I became vegan, I didn't even know existed. And I'm 57 years old. I never heard of a jackfruit in my life. That's how detached I was. Now here we have vegetable stakeout. This is where they teach you all kinds of stuff. Anyway, you can get the idea. Okay, so this is one book that I got out of the library. I'm gonna have a look at that. There's also all kinds of things here. Here's vegan in an instant. 103 plant-based recipes for your instant pot. Do you have an instant pot? If you don't, that's something you could buy, but you do not need an instant pot to be vegan. I mean, it's just that it looks like this, and what it does is it gives you the opportunity to cook things while you're not standing around. You don't have to worry about them burning, for example. So you throw a whole bunch of ingredients in there, and then you just scoop it out. It can be like a big chili, it can be all kinds of different soups, whatever. You can even cook lasagna in there. I've seen that done on a channel that I have on my YouTube channel. So here's a whole bunch of different ideas. These are all kinds of things that you can cook. See, vegetable lasagna. You can cook a vegetable lasagna in your Instant Pot. See, it's just amazing stuff you can do. Anyways, that's one idea of a book, right? We have also another vegan cookbook over here. Oh, that's Bella's toy there. She's gonna like to, she loves it when I throw that. Here's another vegan cookbook. Well, let's check our clock here first to see where we're up to. Look at this, it's been 6 minutes and 25 seconds. So sad. So I'm just gonna quickly show you a couple of more books just to give you an idea. There's all kinds in the stores. Just, find one that appeals to you, whether you like to have pictures or not. Some people do like pictures. Some people prefer to just have really good instructions. When I became vegan, my whole palate opened up. I changed the way that I started eating. I started to like all kinds of foods that I didn't really even think I would like before. This one there's lots of recipes in here, but not a lot of pictures. And it's about eating a plant-based way, and explains why it's healthy for you. It gives you all the data, all the different researches in here, and citations. You can see there, they cite everything. See the number 9 and 10 there? It talks about how cancer is significantly affected by diet. If you don't want to get cancer, you're going to be much less likely to get cancer if you are eating a plant-based diet. Also talks to you about B12 and how you need to get a B12 vitamin, but it's much better to just take a little pill once a week than it is to murder animals. So this is so great. There's also a website, by the way, called Forks Over Knives. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm gonna make another movie one day about this, a little video about all this. I just wanna say that this is one that I don't agree with. It says meat-free Monday. I mean, come on, people. That's like saying to somebody who abuses their wife, okay, just on Mondays I want you to not abuse your wife, but hey, it's okay to do it the other days of the week. I mean, I know what they're saying. They're trying to say it's a way to start, but when you know that something's wrong, you just stop it completely. You don't just not do it on Mondays. Right, guys? Okay. Anyway, if you want to go to the site again, it's called The Vegan Calculator. And I'm going to refresh this again, just so you can see. I'm going to refresh up here. Boink. And then you see it started. So in 1 second, look how many animals have been killed. Already 300 pigs killed in 6 seconds.